The garden after Gethsemane, how Jesus heals what we thought was over. The night was over. The arrest had happened. The prayers in Gethsemane had been soaked in sweat and blood. The betrayal was final. And Peter, once bold and brash, sat alone beside a fire haunted by a rooster's crow. He had failed Jesus. Not in a subtle way, but in the very moment Jesus needed him most. Peter denied even knowing him. 3 times. When the guards dragged Jesus away, Peter didn't run to help. He ran to hide. Maybe you felt that too. Like Peter, watching the sunrise and thinking, there's no coming back from this. It's the feeling after the divorce papers are signed, after the job lost, after the relapse, after the funeral, after the news story breaks and your name is in it. It's that holy ache of knowing what you hoped for is now impossible. What you were called to do you've ruined. The door is shut. The garden is silent. Fast forward a few days. Peter had gone back to fishing, doing what he knew before Jesus changed everything. It was easier to believe in failure than redemption. Then, a familiar voice from the shore. Friends, have you caught anything? No. Empty nets again. Then a miracle. Then a fire. Then bread, and then Jesus does something breathtaking. He doesn't scold Peter. He doesn't remind him of his denial. Instead, he cooks him breakfast and asks a single question. Do you love me? Not, do you regret it? Not, are you sorry enough yet? Just love. That's the garden after Gethsemane. It's where the broken are. It's where shame doesn't get the final word. It's where dead hope begins to breathe again. Right now, the world feels like it's in a long Gethsemane. Mental health struggles rising. People walking away from faith. Friendships torn by politics. Families not speaking over vaccine debates. Pastors stepping down in disgrace. Maybe you're thinking, it'll never go back to how it was. It's too far gone. But here's the truth of Jesus' rhythm. Resurrection doesn't return things to normal, it makes them new. The garden after Gethsemane is not where things it's where God rebuilds in more beautiful, unexpected, and healing ways. Discussion questions. Have you ever felt like something in your life was too far gone? What happened next? Why do you think Peter's story of denial and restoration resonates so deeply with people today? How can we create spaces in our churches and communities where people feel safe to be restored after failure? Next episode, the dusty road and the unseen Savior. When Jesus walks with us and we don't even know it. Even when you're walking away disappointed, confused, or faithless, He's walking beside you. Next time, we'll meet 2 heartbroken disciples on the road to Emmaus to discover how Jesus shows up even in disillusionment. If you've ever wondered, can God still use me after what I've done? If you've sat in the ashes of a failed dream or a broken relationship, know this. There's a garden after the night. It might not look like the one you remember, but it will be beautiful. Leave emoji in the comments if you're believing for a new beginning. Like this if grace ever surprised you when you thought it was over, and hit subscribe to journey with us into deeper stories of Jesus bringing life from loss, purpose from pain, and hope after heartbreak. Because in God's hands, what feels like the end often becomes the beginning.